Hey everybody, it's Chris over at Dixieland Farm, and look, I'm walking around. It hurts, but I am moving, and I'm doing my best to keep moving. In the future, I just had knee surgery a week ago, a little more than a week ago. Anyway, I passed physical therapy. They saw me and they saw how good I was doing. They just said, you don't have to come back. They gave me the exercises to do, and I could just do what I got to do. I attribute that to Zach. Zeke, he kind of pushed me. He's like, you got to keep that thing moving and bending it, and straightening it. Straightening is actually worse than bending, pain-wise. And so that's what I kept doing, and working it during my rehab here. And I did a lot of stuff during the week. But anyway, this is called Why Buy Vinyl Records Part 2. My Part 1 has got almost 20,000 views. It was recorded one of the first videos I ever did, and I'm going to recant a few things. Well, not recant, but, I gave the story of why I buy vinyl records and whatever. And, there's been some people who've decided to comment vehemently about records don't sound good, digital sounds better, high-res digital sounds much better than, everything. And I made the point that I could hear a quality difference. And I did a blind test, well, not really a blind test, but, I did an A/B test of, as a matter of fact, while I'm here, I did of Big Star. Now, this is a reissue. Can I hear the difference between that and the CD? The answer was no. I did an A/B test of Sgt. Pepper. Can I hear a difference? Yes, I could. Did an A/B test of Pet Sounds. This is the 70s version. This is the preferred version, by the way. It's mono on Brother Records. Preferred version. Can I hear a difference? No. Can I hear a difference? I did it with my wife. I did it with Dave DJ Thunder. Matter of fact, I did it even with the MP3s. Can I hear the difference? Most of the time, no. What you're hearing is the mastering difference. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe you can hear a difference. It's not the point. And the point is, that's not why I buy vinyl records. I don't buy it for the audio quality. I buy it for the music. I'm in it for the music. And just like music styles, if you only listen to one music style, you're missing out. You only listen to metal, you're missing out. You only listen to classical, you're missing out. There's lots of different types of music, and they're all to be enjoyed. And some things are not really for you, but I think it's rare for most people to say, I hate all jazz. There's usually one or two records that they like. Everyone likes Time Out by Dave Brubeck. I don't know anybody who doesn't like it. And, being well-rounded in music means, well-rounded. What's the point of that, Chris? Glad you asked. If you only listen to one format, you're missing out. There are things that were only released on cassette. Only released on cassette. You can find them digitally now. That's cool. Through means, if you understand what I'm saying. That's cool. But I mean, same thing with records. There were some things that were only released on record. If they were released digitally, meaning CD, or that means files acquired somehow. Right? I'm just leaving it at that. Right? Sometimes they're hard to find. The heyday of those reissues have gone. So sometimes it's easier to find the record. For example, picked up at a record show for $1. Pacific Gas and Electric. I don't know how hard that is to find on CD or digitally, through the internet, but I found it for $1, and it was great. $1. So that's why I buy vinyl records, because I can get music cheaply and easily. There's a riot going on. I picked it up at Goodwill for $1, and it was fun. Second point. Records are fun. You got the cover art. I've never reminisced about sitting down and opening up a CD booklet. I've never actually reminisced of really buying a CD, but I have of record shows, and I have of picking up certain records at even stores. You know, I can remember fondly, I'm not going to reach down because it's kind of hard to reach down still, of picking up Lou Reed's Metal Machine Music. I remember saying, I know what this is, and I got it. That was in the late 80s, early 90s, so, you know, the history hasn't, it's made it bigger than it was at the time. I don't know. But anyway, so, and then you pick up stuff, I don't know what this is, but I picked it up because I saw it at it was a Goodwill for $1, and I'm like, you know, I don't know what it is, but I'm going to get it. And, you know, one day I'll listen to it. That's part of the problem with records, you know, when you collect them so cheap. I mean, I've got a stack down here. Ow! You know, I've given up on the idea of an inbox, but, you know, I just put them away, and then I'll start going through them like, hey, I don't know what the hell this is, and I'll listen to it. So, Drums of Trinidad on Super Stereo, I don't know what that means. Tammy Grimes, I picked that up at a record show for $1, but it was reissued, Columbia Archive, so if they went through the trouble of reissuing it on vinyl, might be interesting. Southpaw, this was great. This was great. I've never heard of this. I'm not going to find that digital. That's the other thing too. CD stores are gone. Those days were numbered and they're over. So, you know, you used to be able to flip through and say, I don't know what that is, and then you'd maybe pick it up or maybe you wouldn't. Clicking with the mouse, there's too much information online. So, unless you're specifically looking for something or you click a link, a lot of this stuff, when you're at a record store, when you're at a thrift store, when you're at a record show, you're flipping, right? I mean, that's the activity. The activity is something, and that's enjoyable. And that, you know, that's one reason to collect vinyl records. So Sunshine and Company, you know, right? Part 3, 4, whatever. Why buy vinyl records? This is apparently worth money. I paid $1. And it's a great record, by the way. You know, I mean, ooh, it's a great record. It's a great record. Super Blues, you know, the joy of picking up something for nothing, right? $1, and you got Bo Diddley, Muddy Waters, and Little Walter on Checker Records. You know, the joy of finding a little treasure for peanuts. I mean, you know, even in this economy, you know, $1 is not bad in the entertainment value. So, yeah, you'll pick up weird, you know, Gary Wright. This is supposed to be a good record, but, you know, you'll take chances on it for $1. I don't know if I'd take a chance downloading. I'd be like, I'm never going to listen to that, and you just wouldn't. What's the likelihood that was on CD? Probably little. And, you know, Rare Earth, you know. So, this is part 2. It's not so much the listening aspect, which it is for some people. You know, Blake and Dr. Deadwax, you know, I've talked to them, and, you know, for them it is the sound quality. But for me, it's not. I don't have that ear. I've destroyed my ears from tractors and concerts and headphone listening or whatever. So that's not why I'm in this. I'm in it for music, and it's fun. That's the other thing too. Listening to CDs are gone. So listening to an MP3, you're usually doing something. A record kind of forces you to be in at least one place. I mean, I still do stuff when I listen to records, but it does force you to at least be in that room. How weird is that this is what we live in now? That, you know, the idea of music being in one place. You know, I happen to listen to it on speakers, and the speakers sound great. They sound different than headphones, and headphones are great too. But if I've got an MP3 file, I don't have my good headphones on. I just have earbuds, and I'm walking around and I'm doing something. So sitting and enjoying music is a pleasure 20-year-olds and under don't even know about. Don't even know about it. They're just sitting and listening. And that's your only, I mean, you have other, you have a smell and you have a sight looking at the records, but, for the most part, it's your ears. And so that's another reason to buy vinyl records. It's fun. It's fun to put on something. It's fun to get something cheap. It's fun to get something you don't even know. It's fun to have it. It's even fun to put them away. I had CDs out for literally 2 years. I use the word literally. Literally at least 2 years. It was boring putting away. I actually look forward to putting away my records and filing them and feeling them. It is a thing also. Having a thing makes it different and interesting. So that is my update, part 2, addendum, whatever you like, to why buy vinyl records. Hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoy comments. I comment back. That's part of what I'm in this for. So if you have comments, please leave them. And I've got lots of other videos. I don't keep them on my main channel forever. I rotate them off because this is also part of my business. So if you go to the playlists, you'll see VC videos, and that's where I have every VC video, vinyl community video that I've made about records, music, and if somebody heavily mentioned me, I put them in the playlist, kind of an ego thing, or maybe context. And there's a few other videos in there that I just loved so much that I just want to make sure that other people saw. I put them in there as well. So that's it, everybody. Thank you so much for watching.